Hello, we are back again, and we're going to finish up this episode of Blender. Don't have too much to do, so let's just go ahead and get started. We're going to start by making a cube today, and we're going to move it forward, and we'll move it up. We're going to shrink it with S, right down, something like that. We'll move it to the one side, and we're just going to duplicate that before we do, because we're going to have to make a tail light. Let's just try to get this to better scale. And we'll drag this up here somewhere. Make sure it's not cutting into the grill. Make sure it's not falling out of the body. And you know what? Let's go ahead and drag this out. And let's just do this. Let's just go to lines. We'll click off of it. And we're just going to click there and then hit Shift left click, shift left click, shift left click till we got all four. Then we're going to Control B and just drag it in. And if you've just opened your Blender, you might not have any extra lines. So what you're just going to do is roll the inner mouse just forward. Sorry, I guess it'd be a bevel until you're happy with the amount of bevels in your design. And make it just the way you want it. Take the time, pause the video if you need to. And when you're ready, we'll move forward. Okay, so we're just going to take the front of this. We'll go up to faces, and we're just going to grab this with I and let it shrink a little bit, like so. And then we're going to hit E just a little bit, like so. Then we're going to go to our coloring, and we're going to go ahead and make this a gray color. Assign, and then we're going to add a second color, which will be the color that we'll put a light on it, so it won't be a coloring game, but you'll have a slot there to put the right color there. We're going to right click it, shade smooth it before we had put it closer into place. Make sure you're exactly into place, no faces are flopping through. We're going to hit Shift D, and we're going to go over here. And we're going to look which one it is, and it's this one. So this time we're just going to take the minus out of it, and it'll put it parallelly exactly on the other side. So perfectly there. Looks pretty good to me. If it looks good to you, you can pause it if you need to make some adjustments. And we're going to take this cube to the back of the car. And we're just going to pause right now from a break from our sponsor. Just kidding. It's just me, Lord Fish. And the message is, check out my Discord if you'd like to join, if you'd like to talk about gaming, or if you'd like to talk about different ideas for videos. I guess I should say on my channel, or leave a comment below with what you'd like to see. Or check out my games. I make games that are on Steam, Yard Sale Simulator, and Fishton, A Town to Remember. Check out our website, queenfishgames.com. Check me out on Twitter and Twitch. Check out my animations. I've been making cartoons lately that are pretty funny, I think, and you'll probably enjoy them. And you can show your support in that way. All right. So I just scaled it this way, and I'll be enough of that telling you guys to check me out here. And we're just going to do the same thing we did before. Actually, before we do that, let's scale this a little bit different, because tail lights are usually a little longer, like that, something like that. So just to make sure we're going to get the right look out of it, and I'm going to move it a bit farther over, like so. I'm going to shrink it just a bit, like this. So something like that, and then we're going to grab those four corners by clicking off of it, and tab to get into edit mode. And then left click, shift left click, shift left click, shift left click, Control B. And again, you're going to find the angle you want. I want something like that. You may want it slightly different. I'm going to shade smooth it as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the face, and I'm going to hit I again. And you'll notice it's not exactly the same from top to bottom to side, so I'm just going to drag this one in until I feel like it's about the same, just to give it a better look. And we'll hold on to that face, and we'll go in with E just a little bit, like so. And now we're going to go to our coloring menu. We're going to hit plus, new, and even though it's the same gray, we're going to do the same thing here, just because it's going to be a bit easier than trying to grab all the faces after. We're going to hit plus and add a second color, and this one's going to be an orange just to represent that we're going to put a tail light there. You have to program that in your game, obviously, but this will give you the slots you need to be able to do that. And I'll just grab this, we'll grab this, and I think it's the top one. Yes, so we're just going to take the minus off. All right, not too bad at all, and looking pretty good, I think. So overall, we have our basic car all together. I'm just going to give you guys a couple extras, and if you'd like to see some more, like if you want me to do some of the interior, I do have a video on engines if you're trying to build an engine. If you'd like to see something specifically, a dashboard, let me know in the comments and maybe we'll do a next part. But as far as I'm concerned, as of now, this is probably going to be over after this video. So two more little tips we're going to do in case you're going to do a removable hood. We can go ahead and do that with you. We'll grab the first face we have available, and you can add an extra one if you want to go lower with your hood. Did I do that? Control R. Okay. It looks like it's actually going to be harder than that since it's cut up there. So it probably would have been better to do that before we booled out the front piece. So we'll just do this piece like so. We're just going to go P. And so now we've separated after hitting selection. We can grab this piece, but it's going to be hard to move. So let's just set the origin to geometry. For it's right here, and then we're going to go into edit mode, and we're going to hit L over the whole thing. Then we're going to hit Alt E, and we're going to extrude face along normals. And I'm just going to give it just a bit of volume. So if it is something that's going to open or shut, that it's going to actually look like it has a size to it. It's not just one little sheet, and it should just make it a little bit easier. And then we'll just move that back into place. And okay, we're going to do the back end too, might as well. We'll grab this, we'll go to here. If you want to do yours different, you can always pause it. Then we're going to hit P, and then we're going to hit selection. Now it's its own piece. We're going to click it out of edit mode by tab. I'm going to set the origin to geometry. We're going to click back in. Oh wait, let's go back out and just move it a bit up so I can see it. That's better. And back in with tab L. We're going to hit Alt E, extrude face along normals. And again, you can do it as fat as you want, as thick as you want, because it shouldn't change the edges that actually make it fit. You're just changing the inner edges as long as you dragged it the right way. So you can check it out, make sure you did it right, and put it back into place when you're done. Looks good. Now we got everything we need to go with this car. Oh, looks like I got my hood out of place just a little bit. There we go. And you mess around until you get it in the exact position. Looks like I got one more to go. One more. So close, so close. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to fire a thumbs up. Make sure to like. If you appreciate what I've done for you by showing you this stuff and it's really helped you, check out my games, check out my animations, fire some thumbs up at them. I really appreciate you taking the time to check out my videos, and yeah, I hope you like other stuff on my channel. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this series with me, and yeah, I guess I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.